Greetings, humans. I'm Ande, and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Today we're having a look at In Search of Sun, Bad Girl, featuring John Brown. This is a suggestion from this guy right here. This guy's the best. So this is featuring John Brown, and John Brown, if it's the John Brown that I'm thinking about, it might be the John Brown of Monuments. I don't know how many John Browns there are in the world or on the internet, but if it's that John Brown, it's my favorite John Brown. Yes. So, yeah, then just based on this band featuring someone from Monuments, I'm expecting maybe something a little bit genty, melodic, catchy, and fun. Hopefully really, really good. Hopefully really, really good. So, In Search of Sun, Bad Girl, feat. John Brown.
The sun, the devil is alive, looking for the word to curse the one he decides.
Okay, 45 seconds in. So much happened already. First things first, the bass. Yeah, like that bass came right on. Yeah, and it's moving a lot. Everything's kind of static and choppy, and the bass is moving all the time. Yeah, it's like you got the drums and everything set the pace, and then the bass does waves. And that guitar melody, like before the vocals kicked in, that had a bit of a creepy vibe that I think is kind of in tone with the video. And there's already so much going on in the video as well. It's gonna be like a narrative thing, so I'm gonna try to pay attention. Okay.
Ooh, so step aside, I got no time to face the doors, 'cause I think you know by now, I think you know I'm not the guy. And this day could be the saving that I've longed for. Desperation, I know, I hope could.
Okay, this video. First off, I'm really happy because once they started tying her up and it said something in the lyrics that I'm not the girl you see in your bed or something like that, like I knew she was gonna turn into a monster. Yeah, this is quite a flashback to The Conjuring just looking at the video. I was gonna say The Conjuring. And one thing I want to say is that maybe there are a few like tense elements to the music, but the music is a lot more carefree than the video suggests. Yeah. Like this is way too creepy for the music that we're hearing. I mean, I think if you listen to the jolly instruments, it kind of is jolly, but the vocal seems a bit not sorrowful, but a bit bitter. The vocals are really strong. I really like the vocals, and I really like how they did the exit out of the chorus. Yeah, that was really good. And the riff on the chorus. Also, the Harvey Two-Face thingy is precious. Mm-hmm.
So step aside, I got no time to face the doors, 'cause I think you know by now, I think you know I'm not the girl that sits inside your bed. All the scars and the blood is as real for the life that you could do. Embrace those eyes that glow in the caves. All the scars and the blood is as real for the life that you could do.
Stop. Some more things to say. I love this atmospheric bridge section. the way she moves is 100% golden. And the way they made this scene is exactly the same thing that was used in the video for Somewhere I Belong from Linkin Park.
Oh.
You know, where Chester's falling on the bed? Here, she's rising, but just by the way she's staying, I can tell it's the same effect.
I actually haven't thought of that, but fair point. And I also wanted to mention the atmosphere. It reminds me of the more recent genty bands that have an atmospheric component like Tesseract, to be honest. Especially like their later stuff. So that's really cool. And this actress that's playing the possessed girl is really good. I mean, she's really creeping me out, so kudos.
Okay. Now this detuned stuff sounds like Meshuggah.
Maybe a bit, but this band is still a lot lighter, I would say.
Yeah, it's I guess more like structurally or like the tone. It's nowhere near as brutal as Meshuggah. Also, when that scream hit, I was really not ready for that. And I can't even tell whether I was more shocked about the scream or about the imagery when the scream hit.
I want to say it's like this video has a lot of shock factor to it, and I think it's taking my attention away from the music for a bit, because this actually has a lot of the elements that I like in more modern progressive sounds. So it's really up my alley, and I'd like to see more of this band, I guess, but preferably with
A playthrough video.
yeah, fewer demons.
Yeah. Also, I'm just kind of getting this feeling that the genty riff there kind of sounds like the beast that's trying to poke out of her, you know? Also,
Kind of struggling.
yeah, also, I'm not sure, isn't John Brown actually the bassist of Monuments? Because there's a guy with really big dreads in
I'm
there,
not sure.
smacking them against the wall.
I'm not sure.
We'll see. We'll look it up. Yeah, now the title actually makes so much more sense.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of bad girls, but this is not the one that I expected.
Honestly. I mean, that video definitely took us out of it a little, but I really like this song.
Yeah, it was really engaging, and it was really catchy, and it had this really cool balance of melodies and earworms and grooves, heavy grooves that you can.
Yeah, and it was pretty progressive on the riffs and stuff, but it had like the melodies and the atmosphere and the vocals. They had this really cool flow, like you could really get into it from the first listen. It was so, and yeah, almost like poppy at times as catchy, but also really, really heavy when there were like the breakdowns. And,
Yeah, it's definitely the kind of stuff that gets stuck in your head, and if you remember it accidentally on the subway, you start headbanging, and then pretentious people look at you like you need Jesus.
Yes. Also, the production was really cool.
Yes, the production was really cool. I actually don't know why I didn't mention that, because it's really got the sort of meaty tones that I like on the bass on the low ends too. And speaking of Jesus, which I mentioned earlier, she needed Jesus.
Yes.
I'm done.
Okay. Well, let us know what you thought about this song. And let us know what you thought about the video, obviously.
And do you believe in demons? We'd like to know that.
Yes.
Do your thing.
If you enjoyed this video, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you'd want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpses out.